If retirement in the future means you donate your body and organs at age 40 but will be kept alive artificially in a perfectly simulated environment where you live worry-free, would you do it? Why or why not? Now I just want to know what happens to all the bodies and organs used to sustain the rich who could afford to live in the real world. But if the simulation is perfect, why would the rich be in the fragile, imperfect, real world? The really rich also live in simulations. They take your organs, and then sell your organs to the medium rich, while telling them that the real world is better, so the really rich can afford a better simulation. I'm quite attached to my organs. Plus, worrying is my main hobby. It's almost like they're a part of me or something. I mean, I hope they are, Redditor. I've got a lot of secrets stuck in my head. But are they actually mine? What if they aren't? Guys, what do I do? And you would actually trust they could keep the system running for another 60 years or so? With my luck, they would load me into the Matrix and the system would throw an error and have to be rebooted. Google in charge. Well, we're going to discontinue the service next month. You have the next week to download your relatives to your local drives. Man, imagine the mass digital exodus and all the people left behind because no one picked them up. Sad face. Is this the new Matrix? No, it's San Junipero. I think San Junipero is the new Matrix. No. The Matrix keeps their body alive for energy. San Junipero separates the consciousness from the body entirely. People with bodies can visit for only a few hours a week. Haha, no. I used to work in IT. I'd look at that simulation. Imagine that people like me are in charge of making that system go. And nope the hell out of there. I mean, we'd have a consciousness simulator. Hopefully we'd have some halfway decent DevOps tools, too. They exist but haven't been licensed, so we're using the cracked version. Extracted with WinRAR. Curious how old OP is, and specifically how far away 40 is to their relative sense of life expectancy. My guess would be 39 and a half. Shit ton of debt, pending a divorce, and just failed his first prostate exam. Either that or he's like 12 and 40 sounds like you're on your deathbed. It depends on how long. If they artificially let me live until I am 150, then I don't see why not. It's simulated and time is subjective, irrelevant. Potentially forever apart, a real-world power outage. Aw man, could you imagine some fuckwit tripping over the power cable and killing an entire row of people? Or the cleaner coming in at night and unplugging the machine so they can use the Hoover. That's what backups are for. I imagine it would be for someone inside the system. Like losing a week at most worth memories, and that's if we haven't created a storage solution that allows for more frequent backups of, well, you. There's a game that kind of deals with this question called Soma. It's a horror game, made by the people that done Amnesia, and it's really good. Just played it, it's great and raises a very interesting question. Soma is such a good game. Except Soma is the most likely scenario. You just die while a copy of you continue existing. No one else would know the difference but you, as you are now, would just die. I mean shit. Assuming I get to choose when I die. Sign me TF up. I saw that Black Mirror EP. Let me be hot and gay forever. Fuck being over 40. Back pain. Not if you don't got a spinal MAO. Forever, until the cleaning lady unplugs the simulator so she can plug in her vacuum cleaner. Now, I haven't seen the episode, but once she's done, wouldn't you just get plugged in again? Your world would keep going from the last backup and no one in there would be the wiser. A question of consciousness then. Would you willingly go to sleep if you didn't know if you would wake up? You are putting the ability to wake up in someone else's hands entirely. Also, what happens to your body? Do they make a simulated clone and you still need to be murdered? Do they care about humane treatment at that point? How do you know you're not already living in a simulation? Because a simulation would be actually worth your while. Depends on the purpose of the simulation. It's not necessarily recreational. Hell no. How do I know what they will do with my simulated consciousness? I would be completely helpless if someone decided to change the environment to a concentration camp or torture me for eternity. My thoughts exactly. Never in a billion years would I give up mortality. Eternity is much scarier than death. Fuck no. If I could die whenever I want, then hell yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you? It's the perfect worry-free life. Sure, it's not real, but why should that matter? I already basically live in my own head. This would just be a step up.
Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox.